Hmm. It has been a very, very long time. But I'm excited to finally be playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood again after, what has it been, 2, 3 years since I last streamed this? Oh, alright. I got the Florentine Noble outfit. How long has it been? 3 years? 20. It wasn't 2020. I had already moved my room around in 2020. Oh, I'm glad. 2021, I didn't really do much streaming. Did I? No, it was forever ago. So it has to have been more than 3 years. Hmm. No, I can't figure it out. But anyway. Oh, hi, Shadow. Oh, that's right. These are from the streams I did a few years ago. This was the first one that I did where I completed absolutely everything. Or no, 2018. Was it 2018? 1633, 1459. Wait. But I remember dashing through on the other one. Did it really take me 16 hours to beat the game? Well, who should be Desmond? Desmond, De, these nuts. Yep. Turn it down a little bit. Turn me up a little bit. There. Just to be sure. A couple of weeks ago? Il Vaticano, December 1499. That was a while ago. Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Date of birth 1459. Well, this experience has been quite the education. Although there's nothing in the history books following Ezio's disappearance from Florence as a teenager after the execution of his father and brothers, we now know that he fled with his mother Maria and sister Claudia to his uncle Mario's Tuscan villa. Trained there as an assassin, he prepared to hunt down the Templars, the men behind the execution, and hunt them he did, killing them one by one until he reached their leader, Rodrigo Borgia. With the help of his uncle and the other assassins, he discovered Rodrigo's plan to open an ancient vault beneath the Vatican, supposedly leading to God himself. Ezio defeated Rodrigo, entered the vault alone, and communed with a projection of Minerva, a member of an ancient race that existed before humans. This all sounds very far-fetched when I write it out like that, now doesn't it? Fortunately, we have the Animus records to prove it, so we didn't dream it or anything, unless we're all in a dream right now. Shiny. Previously on Assassin's Creed. I should just scoot my laptop forward rather than sit so far forward. He took the apple. I love that this is in the bottom of ginormous church. Don't want to turn on Eagle Vision. So as I was saying earlier, it's been an absolute just humongous amount of time since I last played this game. And once upon a time when I last did, I decided to 100% it. And then once I finished 100%ing it, my friend wasn't watching, and I had to go back and do it again. So that she could see it happen in lifetime. The detail on this is incredible. I bet you could probably decipher some of this. Maybe. It's cool though. I've never really taken the time to stop and look at everything. Gentle push. I love that guy's mustache. That was a good mustache. Oh, goodness. I don't remember how to... Hold R2. Okay. There we go. Now I'm back into the groove of things. Sort of. Let me just go ahead and pat him down real quick. Not that it'll matter. Just brutally murder them. Don't even give them a chance to defend themselves. No, no. Brutal murder is the only option. Yes, I have been drinking. That's how I'm able to do all these fancy parkour stunts. Do you think I've been drinking, lady? No, definitely not. God have mercy on the man that decides to run across rooftops while drunk. Hey. Oh, they're all the way over there. Never mind. You're a bastard. Dirt. Just knock you out. Whoa, I almost punched Mario. Whatever I want. Because I can. Why wouldn't you? If you have the grip strength of a god and can climb anything, then why not? Why not climb everything you possibly can? Oh shoot, I forgot I need to be able to see chat. These instruments make me think of Witcher. I like that. Whoop. Oh. Before I forget, I need to turn down my phone. Hello, sweet lady. Do you want snuggles? Come here, Shadow. Come here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Come here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hello. Come here, Shadow. It's okay. You sweet lady. You're just a sweet lady. Monteriggioni. Monteriggioni? I can't remember how to pronounce that. 1500. My uncle and I are very close. Shadow, you can come lie down, sweet lady. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you're content with just making some biscuits on my leg. Yeah. You're so sweet. You're such a sweet lady. Alright, horse. Hi, Shadow. Desynchronizes on the first level. I always wanted to do this so bad in AC2. But no, you had to free walk in here. Hi, Shadow. What doing, sweet lady? Claudia Auditore, the third child of Giovanni and Maria Auditore, and the first girl in the family. Claudia lived a privileged childhood in Florence high society. After the murder of Giovanni and her two brothers, all that changed. Claudia, Ezio, and Maria fled to Monteriggioni and the safety of their Uncle Mario's villa. Claudia remained in the villa, caring for her nearly comatose mother, while Ezio set off to avenge the murders. A record book recovered by the archaeologists reveals a relatively unexciting existence. Between months spent managing the villa's finances, brief periods of activity were supplied by Ezio's visits, and the renovations she was able to carry out with the money brought back from his travels. Under her care, the town blossomed, ushering in a new era of prosperity for Monteriggioni. Claudia, however, remained cut off from the world she loved. To hear of Ezio's adventures only reminds me of my own lack thereof. This is not the life I dreamed of as a child. Ezio does not understand. He treats me so delicately. I despair of ever emerging from this prison, she writes in one particularly poignant letter. I really should have stretched my mouth before doing all this. Maybe not had a peanut butter and jelly for breakfast. Nothing's the matter with me. I'm just a fancy little lad walking down a fancy little street. I forgot how much of a ladies' man Ezio is. Was? Was is? Hello, sir. My AC2 instincts kicked in and I just immediately went there. Hello, can I speak to you? I cannot. Even though you have a database. Diagrams of the human body and the printing press influenced Renaissance medicine greatly. Renaissance, I've heard people say it both ways, which had in turn been influenced by Arabic medicine during the Middle Ages. By the 15th century, science had already begun its slow climb towards becoming more relevant than spirituality in the field of healthcare. However, many people stubbornly clung to old ways, visiting local mystics instead of doctors. After the plague ravaged Europe in 1350, many doctors dressed in special plague gear to treat patients. To prevent contamination, they wore a cape coated in wax and a primitive gas mask in the shape of a beak. Interesting. His eyes are so white, like made of snow. Let me let me let me mount you. What were you doing? Horse things, I guess. Upsy daisy. Excuse me. Upsy daisy once more. That could easily rip your shoulder out of place if you are not careful or strong enough. You jinxed it. Everything that could possibly happen is now your fault. You are to blame. Mercenaries were highly mobile in Renaissance Italy, moving from contract to contract. Professional captains called condottieri, usually paid for by cities, recruited men for a fixed amount of time. Many of the for-hire soldiers who served in Italy weren't even Italian, coming from places like Germany, Switzerland, and Hungary. In their perpetual struggle to dominate Italy, the Italian states hired mercenaries to wage war against their Italian neighbors, and the soldiers, many of whom had no code of honor, would often rape and sack freely. When the state that was bankrolling them ran out of money, the soldiers would disband, frequently to be hired to destroy the very city they had just fought to defend. Some mercenaries were honorable, fighting for a cause they believed in, but men such as these were few and far between. Where they existed, however, they were much sought after. Makes sense. I love that it doesn't have me search for clues or find his whereabouts using my eagle vision. No, just head to map, have story, head back, head to point on map. Well, uh-huh. I definitely don't currently have a tiny one strapped to my wrist made by Leonardo da Vinci. Well, that was fast. I love that they didn't even ask Ezio. They were just like, yeah, no. Uh, he's gonna do it. We're all just expecting it to happen that way. It's so big and clunky. If I aimed it down like that, wouldn't the cannonball just fall out? I missed. Wow. Aren't you bold? Fuck. Hi, Shadow. I saw it still shining and I was like, don't you dare tell me that it's still there. Shit. Shadow, your tail is in my mouth, sweet lady. Heat. I love it. You can break Ezio's ankles, hear him groan in pain and misery, and then you just down a handful of potion that you poured into your hand, and you're good. All wounds fixed. Which in real life, I imagine, would probably be more along the lines of you're numbing it. Via Auditore. Constructed in 1290, the Villa Auditore is an important medieval predecessor to early Renaissance architecture. The villa's wonderful symmetry and ordered geometry were a revelation for its time. After a Florentine attack in 1320 left the facade damaged, Domenico Auditore, Ezio Auditore's great-grandfather, I can't read today, purchased the villa. Although he publicly admitted to a renovation of the facade and the addition of a painting gallery, he orchestrated a complete restructuring of the interior in secret, designing his home to double as a fortress and training ground, looking out both over the city that it protects and the Tuscan plains. Domenico was more than just an architect and a warrior, he was also a skilled engineer. Recently discovered hidden compartments and rooms with mechanisms blocking entry are several unique features of the building that make it a technological marvel as well as an architectural one. Awesome. I want a giant house up on a hill with a bunch of cool secret doors. I shall. Maria Auditore. Tomorrow I will take a tour to Bolognese. I leave to pick up the eggs and meat from the market and will be back in time to open the bakery as the sun strikes the top of the courtyard. How privileged a life we lead. It is hard to remember on such a day that what is given may also be taken away. These are the final lines of Maria's diaries. Born into the powerful banking family, the Mozzi, Maria is one of the most famous historical sources of the time period due to her multi-volume diary, which has been translated by several notable scholars and is on display in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. Now, thanks to the Animus, we know why her diary ceased. After her husband Giovanni's arrest, during which Maria was mistreated by Florence's guards, she entered a semi-catatonic state, cared for by Ezio's sister Claudia in the Villa Auditore. She remained silent for years until Ezio brought her a bundle of feathers he had collected during his travels, an activity that her youngest son Petruchio once engaged in. Brought back to life by Ezio's gift, her temperament has been improving steadily since. That's sweet. Nicolo. Unarmed prophets have always been destroyed, whereas armed prophets have succeeded. Whoa. These cynical words were written by Niccolo Machiavelli, one of the greatest minds of the Renaissance. Considered a pioneer of realist philosophy, he believed that all men are evil and will act upon their vicious nature if given the chance. Excuse me. I don't feel like reading all that. Anyway. Caterina Sforza. A countess by marriage, Caterina was notorious far before she ever arrived in Forli. Raised in the court of Milan, she received a classical education while tutored in the art of war by her father, the Duke. At court, Caterina also acquired a passion for alchemy and hunting. In 1473, when she was 10 years old, Caterina became engaged to Girolamo Veriario, the Pope's nephew. They consummated their marriage when she was 14. Wonderful. Once in Rome, she was heralded as one of the most outgoing nobles at court, while her husband had a reputation for being one of the most ruthless. With the premature death of the Pope's brother, Girolamo gained even more power, securing the titles of Lord of... I have no idea how to pronounce that. When the Pope died, looters sacked Rome, destroying Caterina's residence. Unafraid, despite being 7 months pregnant, Caterina rode on horseback to the Castel Sant'Angelo and defended the Vatican with cannon fire and soldiers. In 1484, she moved with her family to Forli, paid off by someone with a grievance against her. Good grief. Against her husband, the Orsi brothers killed Girolamo in 1488. As a result, Caterina became the ruler of Forli and Imola. She wasted no time winning the favor of nearby rulers, revisiting the tax system and training the militia herself, although she advocated peace. When those around her were hurt, she dealt fierce vengeance, frequently killing enemies' wives and children in punishment. In 1499, Cesare, in his quest for territory, decided to return Forli to papal rule. Side note, the papacy claimed ownership of most regions in Italy. These lands were lent out to rulers, but papal troops could march in and reclaim them at any point, much like libraries set out to burn down the homes of... Libraries set out to burn down the homes of those who keep books checked out for too long. As Cesare marched toward Caterina, she sent the Pope a friendly letter that had been rubbed with the sores of plague victims. It went downhill from there. As an assault by papal forces became inevitable, Caterina snuck out of Forli with a small company of soldiers on Christmas Day, 1499, and journeyed to Monteregione, seeking armed support from Ezio Auditore. And now there's going to be a sex scene. Or sex scene, quote unquote. I don't know why I only quoted sex. Now there's going to be sex. Yes. Me when I take off all my clothes to get in the bath. Those are some sturdy boots. Bro probably doesn't even remember the last time he had a hot bath. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't remember if it shows titties or not. I don't think I'm allowed to show that on YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll let you guys know what happens. Well, I reached a checkpoint. Nope, they're just making out, kissing each other. More kissing each other. More kissing each other. touching each other. That's it. That was all. All right. Yeah, training exercises, definitely. I want to show you guys something funny. Inventory, outfits. So we have all these capes, right? But then we also have outfits. Oh, cool, I got the Draken armor. I can equip this. Doing so will cause you to lose any unsaved progress, which jumps you back to the last checkpoint. And if you jump back to the last checkpoint, it's the morning time. Watch this. You don't need to ask. Directly into his armor, which he jumps up, pops on a shirt, sees his broken armor, and he's in the broken armor. Uh, it's a funny little itty bitty thing that I've just always really enjoyed. Look like young me. Actually, I've never done that before. Instead of looking like beat up him, let's look like young him. It scared him so bad it aged him backwards. Oh my goodness, Shadow. Those are some crazy training exercises, my guy. Ezio, you look so young. That shirt, it's so slimming. Shit. What are the odds that that was aimed directly at him? One of several important condottieri patrolling the Tuscan countryside, Mario Auditore was a born leader. He began his military career as a 6-year-old, when he played a significant role in the Florentine and Milanese conflict at the Battle of Anghiari. While on an expedition to Monterchi with his father, he altered the Florentine general Micheletto Attendolo to the appearance of several dust clouds over the road, which signaled a surprise advance by Milanese troops. Thanks to Mario, the Milanese attack was foiled and the Florentines won the battle. Although Mario sided with Florence during Anghiari for most of his career, he defended the interests of his hometown Monteriggioni, derailing Florentine attempts to seize Tuscan territory. While Mario's younger brother Giovanni moved to Florence in 1454 to pursue a career in banking, Mario stayed at the family's villa in Monteriggioni, stating in a letter to Giovanni that he preferred fighting like a man to filling out balance sheets. After Giovanni's death, Mario brought Ezio, Claudia, and Maria to the family villa and taught Ezio about the conflict between the assassins and Templars. Ever since, Ezio and his uncle have been inseparable. Ah, oh. Oh, to quote Dan, oh yeah, doctor, I blew out a ball. I have no idea what happened. Lost armor of Altair. Lost notch cinquedea. Lost double blade. Lost large medicine pouch. Lost large poison vial. This is a long-winded way of saying you done lost everything, bitch. You are very lucky none of that fell on you. Hey-yaw! Kablooey! Can't do as much damage to me if your cannons are busted. That sucked. There we go. Okay, you guys over here seem to be the biggest issue. You haven't lost everything, you're still alive. There. Shit. Yes, he is. I like that even though it's not the main goal, you can still kill just regular guys with the cannon. So it's not necessarily that I need to destroy the cannons, it's just that I need to fend them off for long enough that all the villagers can flee before the walls are taken down. God, they really went all out. Thousands upon thousands of men lining the countryside. Whoopsie daisy. That's not what I needed to do. Alright, boys, it's time to go save us, excuse me, a couple of soldiers. And this is how we'll do it. Thanks for breaking my fall. Bam. Bellamo. Suck it. Nope. Wait a minute. Wait. There we go. Yeah, I bet you didn't think you'd be doing this, time traveler Ezio. Eh? Alright. Wait. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, just stab him through the dick. Alright, right in the chest. Coolio. Hey, stop it. Oh, I got shot so hard it knocked the time travel out of me. Look out! They're coming! Everyone, retreat! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go like this. And change back to plain cape. Wait. Remove. Now I will be regular Ezio once more. I got shot so hard it made me age 20 years. There we go. Okay. It's been about an hour. I want to at least finish the intro. The intro. Well, you kept your word on that nothing gets through part. Alright, medicine's full. I got some bullets. A little bit of money never hurt.
A little bit of cash only never hurt nobody.
Ezio, you're doing great for just being shot. Like, in two different places. Wow, she could have just straight up died right there. I love that they just freeze in place for the death animation. God, these guys drop like flies. Whoa, this guy's trying to invent the Matrix. He had nothing on him. Ezio, I'm glad you're a good shot. Renaissance thieves were usually wanderers who could vanish at the first sign of trouble, making it hard for guards to track them. Black market business in Renaissance Italy was booming. Muggings in the major cities were fairly common, as were murders. Often, strollers were attacked in the dead of night, killed, robbed, and then rolled into the nearest river or canal. Even if a thief merely stole rather than killed, the penalties if caught were often unduly harsh. Torture was common. Thieves were put in stocks and sometimes even publicly executed. In order to avoid punishment, thieves often created bonds of trust amongst each other. Each was supposed to tell the rest his dirty secrets, which meant that each thief potentially held his comrades' lives in his hands. Hmm. Dude, I can barely jog when I'm having stomach cramps. Yet Ezio's got bullet holes, and he's just like, yeah, let's fight a fucking army. Oh, I didn't mention it earlier, but this is a stream for the anniversary of the Assassin's Creed series. Thus the official border on the stream. She looked really offended. Someone got very upset there at the end. Shit. Well, we know he doesn't die. Because there's a later memory of him trying to stab that one dude. Dude, you are. Good old Nolan North. One of my favorite voice actors. Animus 2.0, Lucy, Sean, Rebecca. It's been so long. Shut up, Sean. I forgot how much of a jerk Sean was. How convenient. Wait, but that would imply that this metal had been broken however long ago and has just been left like this. You're very lucky there happened to be a pile of hay down there. Also, that hay would not save you. That's smart, making the loading screen part of the story. Alright, and I think that's where I will leave it for now. I have stuff I have to go do. I will try to stream again sometime next week. Maybe the same day, may not be. I'm not quite sure what my schedule is yet. But if you're watching this in the future, thanks so much for watching. No matter where you are, no matter what time of day it is, I hope that you're having a good time. And if you're not, I hope you're able to figure it out. I'll see y'all later.